Okay, so we are going to review finding the area of a parallelogram today, and then we are going to talk about how to find the area of a parallelogram donut. So, let's review. If we have a rectangle with the sides of 2 and 4, let's call this inches. We know that the formula to find the area of a rectangle is area equals length times width. Okay? This is going to be our length. This is going to be our width, or sometimes called our height. So we have area equals 4 is our length times our width, which is 2. Sorry about that. So A equals 4 times 2 is 8. So we have 8 inches squared. Because we're finding the area, we always have to have our label with our units, which is inches, and this is always going to be squared when we're finding the area of a two-dimensional figure. Okay, so then we talked about yesterday how to find the area of a parallelogram. So I'm going to draw a parallelogram here. Remember, a parallelogram always has parallel sides. So we have parallel sides here and here. We also have parallel sides here and here. Okay, this side and this side is equivalent. This side and this side is equivalent. So if we're going to find the area of a parallelogram, we found out yesterday that the space in this figure does not change whether it's a square or a rectangle or a parallelogram. We are just tilting that figure to the side, but the area inside of it does not change. So we use the same formula. A for area equals the length times the width, or length times height. Okay, so in this case, our length, I'll give it to you on the top. Okay, our length is going to be 5 centimeters. Okay, so we have A equals, my length is 5, and they're always going to give you some sort of a drop down. Okay, so I'm going to draw a dotted line here. So if my height or my width is 3 centimeters, then I have A equals 5 for my length, 3 for my width, just like if I was finding the area of a rectangle. So the area of my parallelogram is now 5 times 3, so area equals 15, this is our units, is centimeters squared. Okay, pretty easy. So now we are going to find the area of parallelogram donuts. So what that means is we are going to be given a parallelogram sometimes. Okay, so this side is parallel with this side, and this side is parallel with this side. Okay, so in this parallelogram, we are given the length, which is 10 centimeters, and the height of this parallelogram is going to be 7 centimeters. Okay, and within that parallelogram, we are also given a rectangle. Okay, a rectangle with a length of 3 centimeters and a height of 2 centimeters. So in order for us to find the area of our first shape, the large shape, we have to find first the area of the large shape, and then we have to subtract the area of the inner smaller rectangle. Okay, so we are finding the area of everything that is not shaded. So in order to do that, we take this area and subtract the second area. So our first one, our parallelogram, we have a length of 10, so A equals 10 times our height, or our width is 7. So area equals 70 centimeters squared. Okay, but we're not done. We have to now find the area of our smaller rectangle, and then we're going to subtract that total from the area of our parallelogram. So if we have area equals 3 for our length times 2 for our width or our height, we have area equals 6 centimeters squared. So now all I have to do is I'm going to subtract this total from my area of the parallelogram. So 70 minus 6 gives me, I'm going to borrow, I'm left with 10 minus 6 is 4, and 6 minus 0 is 6. So the area of my parallelogram donut, if you will, everything that is not shaded, is 64 centimeters squared. So I hope that this makes it more clear. We're going to practice a little bit. I want you to practice, and you are going to solve this problem. And when you're finished, I would like you to come and check your work with me. Okay, so the length of this shape, this parallelogram, is going to be 8 meters. The height of this shape is going to be 12 meters. And then I'm going to have a shaded figure, shaded rectangle in the middle with a width of 4 meters and a height of 6 meters. Okay, I would like you to find what is the area of the non-shaded figure. Okay, so you're going to solve this answer, and then you are going to come to the back table and check with me, and I will mark it off so that you can move on to your assignment.